Hello students, how are you? In this video, I discuss oxo acids of halogens. Already I had discussed oxo acids of phosphorus, sulfur. Now I discuss oxo acids of halogens. Except fluorine, all the halogens, bromine, chlorine, iodine, form oxo acids. Okay? The oxo acids formed by halogens, now I discuss all of them one by one. Let's see. Oxo acid, they form oxo acid of the type HOX, HXO2, HXXO3, HXO4. This is known as hypohalous. Hypohalous. It is halous. It is halic. It is parhalic. If the halogen is fluorine, then it is HOF. In case of chlorine, HOCl, HOBr, HOI. It is what hypohalous. If the halogen is fluorine, then it is hypochlorous. Hypofluorous. Fluorous. It is hypochlorous. Hypobromous. Hypoiodous. HXO2, halous acid. Only chlorine Cl forms halous acid. Fluorine, bromine, iodine, they do not form halous acid. HClO2, halous, that means this one is chlorous. Halic acid is formed by all the halogens except fluorine. Fluorine forms only one oxo acid, that is hypofluorous acid. These three types of oxo acid are not found in case of fluorine. HClO3, HBrO3, HiO3. Halic, that means chloric, bromic, iodic. HClO4, HBrO4, HiO4. The name of this kind of oxo acid, parhalic. That means this one is parchloric, parbromic, pariodic. Now we discuss oxidation state of halogen in these types of oxo acid. In case of hypohalous, the oxidation state of halogen is +1. In this case, it is in +3, +5. In parhalic, it is in +7 oxidation state. That means in this case fluorine is in +1 oxidation state. Chlorine is also in +1 oxidation state. Bromine to iodine also is in +1 oxidation state. Here +3. In this type of oxoacid, +5. In case of perchloric acid, +7. HOF, hypofluorous acid. It is the only oxoacid that can be formed by fluorine. Fluorine cannot form oxoacids of the type Hallus, Hallic, perhallic. Though it exists, it is not stable. You can prepare oxoacid HOF, hypofluorous acid, but it is not stable. It is not stable. You can prepare an unstable compound, but you cannot keep it for a long time. Unstable does not mean you cannot prepare. Unstable means you can prepare, but you cannot store for a long time. You cannot store for a long time. Those compounds which are not stable, they can be prepared, but they cannot be stored for a long time. If a compound does not exist, then you cannot prepare that compound. Now, these oxoacids do not exist in case of fluorine, so you cannot prepare these oxoacids. Why this oxoacid of fluorine is unstable? Because in this oxoacid, fluorine is in +1 oxidation state. As we know that fluorine is the most electronegative element in the periodic table. In the periodic table, it is most electronegative element. Therefore, it does not tend to show positive oxidation state. It tends to show only -1 oxidation state because it is most electronegative element. It hardly shows +1 oxidation state. It hardly shows +1 oxidation state. Do you think it can show +3, +5, +7 oxidation state? Never. That's why fluorine forms only one oxoacid which is unstable. Okay. Now I discuss structures of oxoacids by taking the examples of chlorine. Oxoacids of chlorine. HOCl, HClO2, HClO3, HClO4. In all these oxoacids, one hydrogen is present. One hydrogen means one OH group. That means in all these oxoacids, chlorine is bonded to one OH group, and the rest oxygen are double bonded oxygen. Okay. So in this case, chlorine is bonded to one OH group. So this is the structure of HOCl. In this case, chlorine is bonded to one OH group. After placing one OH group, this compound is now left with one double bonded oxygen. In this case, one OH group is present and the rest oxygen are double bonded oxygen. How much? 2 oxygen. So these are double bonded oxygen. In this case, chlorine is bonded to one OH group. After placing one OH group, this compound is left with 3 oxygen, that all are double bonded oxygen. Now we look at the number of lone pairs present on chlorine atom. There are 7 valence electrons in chlorine. Out of 7 valence electrons in this compound, 1 electron is involved in bonding. That means chlorine is left with 6 electrons, which all are non-bonding electrons. 2 non-bonding electrons is 1 lone pair. 6 non-bonding electrons means 3 lone pair. So this chlorine has 3 lone pair. In this case, 3 electrons are involved in bonding. That means 4 electrons are left as non-bonding, which is equal to 2 lone pair. In this case, 5 electrons are involved in bonding. That means this compound is left with, this chlorine is left with 2 electrons. It means 1 lone pair. In this case, all the 7 electrons are involved in bonding. 7 bond, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So all the 7 electrons are involved in bonding. That's why this chlorine does not have any lone pair of electrons. Now you must be thinking why I have arranged them in tetrahedral manner. It can be explained on the basis of hybridization. In hybridization, only sigma and lone pairs participate. Only sigma and lone pairs participate in hybridization. Okay. So in this case, chlorine has 3 lone pair and 1 sigma bond and 1 sigma bond. In this case, chlorine has 2 lone pair and 2 sigma bond. If between 2 atoms more than 1 bond is present, then only 1 bond is considered as sigma. Only 1 bond is considered as sigma. Other bonds considered as pi bond. In this case, 2 bonds are present between oxygen and chlorine. So only 1 is sigma, other is what? Pi bond. So 1 sigma, this one must be sigma, 1, 2, 2 sigma, 2 lone pair. In this case, 1 lone pair plus 3 sigma, 1, 2, 3. In this case, 4 sigma, no lone pair, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now add number of lone pair plus sigma bond, 4. Here 4, 4, 4. 4 means what? S3P, sp3. So this chlorine is sp3 hybridized, sp3 hybridized, sp3 hybridized, sp3 hybridized. As chlorine is sp3 hybridized, in all these oxoacids therefore their geometry is tetrahedral. Therefore their geometry is tetrahedral. Okay. Next we discuss acidic strength of oxo acids. Very simple topic. I discuss acidic strength of oxo acids again by taking examples of oxo acids of chlorine. Two double bonded oxygen, one lone pair. Now, acidic strength. Acids are those which release H plus ions known as proton. Now, acidic strength of any acid depends on the polarity of OH bond. Polarity of what? OH bond. Polarity of OH bond. More is the polarity of OH bond, the greater is the tendency to release H plus ions, and hence the stronger is the acid. More is the polarity of OH bond, the greater is the tendency to release H plus ions, and hence the stronger is the acid. Okay. Now, how do we come to know that this bond is more polar or less polar? If this oxygen attracts these bone pair electrons, bone pair electrons means what? The bond between oxygen and hydrogen is formed by two electrons, one from oxygen and one from hydrogen. If this oxygen attracts these two electrons strongly towards itself, then this bond becomes more polar. If it attracts these two electrons weakly or less strongly, then this bond becomes less polar. Whether it attracts strongly or less strongly depends at which atom this oxygen is attached. Whether this oxygen attracts these bone pair electrons towards itself strongly, more strongly or less strongly, depends on that atom at which it is attached. So, in oxo acids of chlorine, this oxygen is attached with chlorine. Do you think in all these oxo acids chlorine is in same environment? It is not. In this case, the oxidation state of chlorine is +1, here it is +3, +5, +7. as oxidation state of chlorine is different in different oxoacids, therefore the chlorine is not in same environment. Now keep in mind that as the oxidation state increases, as the oxidation state increases, electronegativity increases. As the electronegativity increases, polarity of OH bond increases. Polarity of OH bond increases. How? Okay. Which chlorine is more electronegative? +1 chlorine or +7 chlorine? This chlorine is more electronegative compared to this chlorine. If this chlorine is more electronegative, that means it has more tendency to accept electrons from oxygen. It attracts more electron from oxygen. Four arrows means strongly attracts electron from oxygen. In turn, oxygen attracts bond pair electrons towards itself more strongly. In this case, chlorine attracts bond pair electrons from oxygen less strongly compared to this. So 3 arrow. In turn, this oxygen attracts bond pair electrons towards itself less strongly compared to this. 3 arrow. In this case, it attracts weakly. It attracts electron from oxygen weakly. So 2 arrow. In turn, this oxygen attracts bond pair electrons towards itself weakly. In this case, the tendency to attract bond pair electrons is very weak, because the electronegativity of chlorine is less, very less, because the oxidation state of chlorine is in +1. Okay. Now, which OH bond is supposed to be more polar? This OH bond. Greater is the attraction of bond pair electrons towards oxygen, greater is the polarity. So this OH bond is more polar, which in turn more polar than this OH bond, which in turn more polar than this OH bond, which in turn more polar than this OH bond. So more is the polarity of OH bond, greater is the what? Greater is the tendency to release H+ ion, and hence greater is the acidic strength. That's why the acidic strength of perchloric acid is more than chloric acid, which in turn more acidic than chlorous acid, which in turn more acidic than hypochlorous acid. Okay. Now let me take another example. In this case, the oxidation state of halogen is same, +1 +1 +1. So we do not take electronegativity. So in this case we do not look into oxidation state. We have to see electronegativity of halogen. Down the group, electronegativity of halogen decreases. That means chlorine is more electronegative than bromine, which in turn more electronegative than iodine. As chlorine is more electronegative, it means what? It attracts more electron density towards itself, 3 arrows. As a result, this oxygen attracts the bond pair electrons between oxygen and hydrogen more strongly. So 3 arrows. In this case, bromine is less electronegative compared to chlorine, so attracts electron less strongly compared to chlorine. As a result, oxygen attracts electrons, bond pair electrons towards itself less strongly, so 2 arrows. In this case, iodine is less electronegative element, so it attracts electrons loosely, weakly. In turn, this oxygen attracts bond pair electrons towards itself loosely. So which OH bond is supposed to be more polar? This OH bond. Hence it is more acidic than this compound, which in turn more acidic than this compound. Okay, let me discuss another example. Carbonic acid H2CO3, nitric acid H2NO3, HNO3, sulfuric acid H2SO4, perchloric acid HClO4. Now arrange them in increasing order of acidic strength. Very simple. In carbonic acid, the oxidation state of carbon is +3. In nitric acid, it is +4. In nitric acid, it is +5. In sulfuric acid, it is +6. In perchloric acid, it is +7. So as the oxidation state increases, the electronegativity of central atom increases. Consequently, the polarity of OH bond increases. As a result, the tendency to release H+ ions increases, and hence the acidic strength increases. So we can say that the acidic strength is in the order. That means it is more acidic. Perchloric acid is the stronger acid than sulfuric acid, which in turn stronger acid than nitric acid, which in turn stronger acid than carbonic acid. Okay, so by this concept we can easily predict strength of acid of any oxo acid. Okay, so oxo acids of halogen is over. In the next video clip, I will discuss some problems related to JEE Mains, JEE Advanced and NEET. Okay, thank you all of you.